Mantle. This week, New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand became the latest Democrat to enter the presidential race. And if you ask me, her announcement video is pretty inspiring.
Will Brave win? Well, it hasn't always, and it isn't right now. Brave doesn't spread hate,
falsehood,
cloud truth,
a lot of it's a hoax.
Build a wall.
Children can be separated and sent.
That's what fear does.
I know that seems a little depressing, but she really smooths it out with her slogan, God is dead. Of course, Gillibrand is just one contender in a field that includes 14 officially declared candidates, 2 exploratory committees, and 1, Jesus Christ, just make up your fucking mind already. Now, if you're having trouble keeping track of everyone in this Guess Who game of candidates, don't worry, we are here to break it down for you. Are you ready? Let's go. Former Congressman Beto O'Rourke is best known for almost defeating Ted Cruz in the race for Senate, raising more than $6 million in the first day of his campaign, and running down the batteries in your mom's vibrator. He may not have a lot of solid policy proposals, but he is on the cover of Vanity Fair saying, I want to be in it, man. I'm just born to be in it. To which every woman who's ever run for office said, quote, fuck you. One of those women is Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Shortly after news circulated that she was considering a run, journalists accused her of being too Minnesota nice, but her former staffers beg to differ.
There was a binder that Amy Klobuchar reportedly threw and hit a staffer.
The story of a staff member who brought Klobuchar a salad to eat on a plane, but actually lost the fork. She pulled a comb. Yes, a comb that you'd put in her hair, from her bag and began eating the salad with it. Then she handed the comb to her staff member with a directive, clean it.
One day in the Capitol, she turned to a member of her team and said, I would trade 3 of you for a bottle of water.
All of that is bad, but somehow the last one made me like her more. Although everyone knows the only food you can eat with a comb is spaghetti. Now, speaking of people who don't know how to use a comb, Bernie Sanders is back! If you're somehow not familiar with him, just type his name online and a man will scream at you about Hillary Clinton. It's fun reliving 2016 for all eternity. Sanders has been faulted for mishandling sexual harassment in his campaign. Please don't yell at us online. And for the way he discusses race, please don't bomb our mentions. But many of the policies he pushed in 2016, such as single-payer health care and free college tuition, are now mainstream, which is good and also a compliment, so his supporters don't have to murder us in our sleep. Hey, here's a nice guy. It's New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, who's definitely the most Cory of the candidates.
What is in a margarita? You can do this.
We have faith in you.
Oh, well, so a margarita, there's fruit, and there is ice, and there is vodka.
Oh, no.
Tequila. I'm sorry. I had help from a friend. Somebody yelled out tequila.
Cory was 100% the guy who drew the lines himself on his parents' liquor bottles. Booker's connections to Wall Street and big pharmaceutical companies could hurt his chances with progressive voters, as could his trademark Bookeritas. Next up, Senator Elizabeth Warren has spent her career fighting for average Americans, and she's working hard to get her message directly to them.
In a crowded Democratic field, Elizabeth Warren is thinking small.
I'm in this fight all the way, and it means a lot to me that you're in it with me.
Picking up the phone to personally thank donors.
I really do appreciate it.
Warren surprising this Iowa woman with a phone call from the road.
I saw your tweet, and I am delighted you're all on board.
Finally, someone who's tapped into what Americans really want, unsolicited phone calls. Now, of all the candidates who are running, Warren has laid out some of the most detailed policies with plans to create affordable child care, stop corruption in Washington, and break up the big tech monopolies, all of which has rocketed her polling up to a resounding 6%. So keep making those calls, Liz. You have got some catching up to do. Kamala Harris is also hoping to make the leap from the Senate to the White House. The former California Attorney General has impressed Democrats with her interrogation skills in Senate hearings. That sounds great. What could possibly hold her back?
For Senator Kamala Harris, she is facing questions about her heritage. Her mother is Indian, her father is Jamaican, but the senator says that she will always identify as a black woman.
What do you say to the people questioning the legitimacy of your blackness?
Damn it, Kamala, why can't you just be one thing so your opponents know what to hate you for? Now, another up-and-comer is Pete Buttigieg, the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, who Barack Obama once called the future of the Democratic Party. Now, on the surface, he would seem like a great candidate, but his own husband has revealed something incredibly damning. Pete Buttigieg is a Hufflepuff. Listen, no one wants to be a Hufflepuff. People who sign up and get Hufflepuff try to make the best of it. They talk about how loyal and inclusive Hufflepuffs are, and I do hope that the Daily Beast quotes me on this tomorrow. All Hufflepuffs are narcs. Uh-oh, that sound means we're almost out of time. Let's go to the lightning round. Former HUD Secretary Julian Castro, he has a twin brother, so we can finally have that White House-themed remake of The Parent Trap we've all been longing for. Jay Inslee, the governor of Washington, is the only candidate making climate change his top priority, so our only hope for the survival of humanity is a presidential victory for Jay Inslee. We are super fucked. Former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper, a centrist Democrat with killer guitar chops. You can hear more on his album, Is That What I Call Music? If former Congressman John Delaney looks familiar, no, he doesn't. No one has ever seen him anywhere. But with his business experience and a face that says, well, I guess my son doesn't want to play catch with me, he could wrap up the coveted divorced dads demographic. And then there's Tulsi Gabbard. Nope. Next, Marianne Williamson, self-help author, friend of Oprah, and self-proclaimed bitch for God. So finally, the Democrats will get the evangelical vote back. Next, Wayne Messam, a candidate we're probably not making up, but really, who knows? Most networks haven't even added him to their list of candidates. Come on, guys, throw his photo in there. If nothing else, it would make both rows even. Finally, businessman Andrew Yang. He's worried about robots taking everyone's jobs, and unfortunately for him, the alt-right loves him. I guess they're concerned about being replaced by robot racists, but lucky for them, that technology is still in its earliest stages. There you have it! 16 candidates, 15 will lose. Well, one, let's be honest, will also probably lose, and we'll be stuck with this toilet monster for another 4 years. So tonight, I am announcing that I too am running far away. Because this campaign is already exhausting and it makes me want to hide in a hole. We'll be right back.